Hello folks, in this video I'm gonna dive in EG's Pearl in 2023 Valorant Champions, which the event they won, and try to look at the ideas a year ago, what was the ideas, how do they approach the map, and if you're running a premier team you can use this video as a guide too if you want to play this comp. So before further ado, let's get into it.
Again, shock darts are here to damage, potentially done. There's one removed and enough for Sadak. Long enough! Come! Oh my, this guy is just unreal!
So let's look at the comp. Yoru, Jet, Towa, Killjoy, and Astra. Let's start with defense. The main idea about using Yoru to don't let opponents pass this place without spending any util, because Yoru is really annoying, can be really annoying here, and can TP away, can fake. There's too much options for Yoru to bait utility here. Like, it's like a prime chamber. When you go there, try to bait enough utility and TP back, and they have a less utility hit the side. So this is the main idea of the Yoru. And also, if they pressure A, Yoru can immediately TP to the gate crash here and flood the side.
The rest of the map, and here's the position that Ethan can do wonders in.
Does have his TP set up, but it's a long ways away. He has no second opportunity.
There's no second player. Oh, maybe you don't need it. Ethan.
See if Paper Rex can find a way to deal with it.
Do they expect it? Granted, they should, just given the amount of money has been built up after those 3 rounds coming through. Back is field. Oh, Ethan!
So basically, the main reason I think EG run this comp to make B long stronger, because when you have KO, it's harder to defend that area because you can't. Jet can't able to dash away that quick because you're still middle of the open when you dash away from that corner. So main idea is that contest B long, TP back if they go A, and the biggest other thing is that mid. They kind of don't protect mid that much, and they're okay with it, and they play around it. So let's dive into the mid. So there's 2 types of defaults they run with Killjoy. One of them, when Killjoy is A, they tend to do alarm bot here. They don't care about this area that much, and turret here, and occasionally they swing turret or someone goes to the behind the box, and when turret gets contact you can get easy kill from
Second break. That's alright. One more. You wanna give it?
here. And immediately, if there's no a main aggression or they B, Yoru buys enough of time and make them spend util while this 2 rotate comes in, and KJ can anchor the side. And one thing about the how do they play this map is they totally ignore this area. They really don't care fighting this area, holding this area, this double door. They care about art though, but very lightly compared to B main and A main areas. So this approach, I really like this approach, because if you're attacker, if you're coming from this, you basically have to go through very narrow choke point.
Quite low, flash repeat together, they're kind of body blocking each other. It's a bit awkward. And now starting to make the moves here. It's a great rumble and move all the way through into this connector. They can try and get past the smokes and the util. Everybody collected into the back of Horse. How did Loud get through this one? Great difficulty. Cove though, drop down at their feet, still need to deal.
And if you have to go spawn, they will be alerted of, and your presence will be sensed by the alarm bot. And also this alarm bot is really hard to get a shock dart lineup or whatever to destroy this alarm bot before even round starts, so people can worry. So about Pearl, the main idea is that as a defender, that you don't want to play stick. What is a stick formation? Stick formation is that 1-1, for example, 1 and 2. So basically you're a stick. You are very disconnected from each other, and when teams apply pressure to mid, they try to accomplish that. So you are very separated from each other. So when the side hit comes, it's easy to take the side hit and force you to play retake, or you die during the day side hit. So EG get away with that, not prioritizing this area at all, and hide for example, main prioritizing areas 1 or 2, and this is the lowest priority, and they have no priority in on B link. The other default they run is with the Killjoy on B, basically playing delay as much as possible, and Soa just takes a contact of the turret and try to pre-fire this angle when they take the contact. And if they turret destroyed, one thing about that, Soa immediately goes here.
Now they know that the op is in play.
Just clearing some utility, trying to limit the amount of information that EG can have.
And stays here. Because again, they really don't care about Link, but they care about Art, but they really don't care about this too much, and Soa needs to have a lineup towards this angle, the bot B and bot A, to help them. So Soa immediately rotates after. They don't even fight this area because it's kind of, they think as a defenders fighting this area gives too much control to attackers, so you rather not fight it at all, don't risk it at all. So what is Yoru doing in here? Yoru has a gate crash on the B heaven, and the thing is about when Soa starts here, if it's a B hit, Yoru can TP immediately heaven, and Soa can come through here and help. Immediately you become 3 on the side instead of stick. And Killjoy brings out of delay to one person to rotate to, if needed. And also you can just immediately fight the side with flash out the smokes with the dart. So this allows that. And on A, if there's A aggression, Yoru can come back and flash through the smoke and fight again. So basically Yoru is a initiator in this, and sometimes you can also take risks, because if you have a TP and you want to take control of mid, so you can ask for a dart and push out safely and clear this and TP back. That's Yoru also gives enough map control in that EG how the EG plays. So what's the weakness of this comp? In this comp, our A main hold is pretty bad. When attackers basically can't take A main. If we still fight heavy, we don't have enough util for them to bait in. Couple things we can do, maybe this smoke here and get a dart and try to get control of this and try to bait util more. But if Yoru on B, is really hard to contest. And basically, game plan is about Yoru has to B and bait util before they come to B side. Because B side is the go-to side in this map. And if you plant open, like this spots, it's really strong to play spam. So therefore, your main goal is to shut down the B main or let them has less util to hit the side or post plant. So our weakness is A main in this comp. And basically what we're trying to do is that we try to not take A main very aggressively, save util, and abuse Yoru's TP to back. If they come to hit A, you can immediately become 4 in this side.
All of A main.
They can catch timing spawn.
It's okay.
Wait,
Yeah, on art.
You picked up all your stuff.
I can flash if you want to pick up.
Oh, I shouldn't have picked the first though.
No, you're allowed.
They're out.
Flashing?
I stunned them.
One enemy remaining.
Our weak point is art. As you can see, we can only have one turret, and maybe we can smoke here to try to fight, but our utility is not that strong. So we need, basically, if we need to make a play and swing off, basically Yoru needs to be there. But still, as a team, approach this map as EGs, really don't care about this and try to these places are here to bait utility from the attackers because they appear weak and they try to prod it more. But basically what our plan is that we just want to hold side and flood out immediately with your TPs. So how you should play against this team, that you should have to play very smart and patient, because you want to make Yoru run out of TPs. And when Yoru run out of TPs, their flooding will be weaker and they might be rely on more retakes rather than flood out because Yoru is not there. So I think when Loud did that a lot, they were succeeded in their match. So they play slowly and make the Yoru TP run out, or make Yoru have to take risk before even TP and punish the Yoru. So this was the you can do against this comp. But if you're playing this comp, you have to be very disciplined to not die these areas, because you really don't care about these areas or basically these areas. These areas we should not get killed by because we don't defend in these areas. These are the areas we should be fighting, and slightly R2. Just that's all. That they how they approach the road, and they use Yoru because this space easy to take by attackers. It's hard to defend by defenders, and when you're defending these areas is very high risk and low reward for you, because these places are so much easier to attack B main and A main. In A you should have to, if you split you have more success, but on B is B hits are real strong, and you need Yoru to be bait utility before teams going in. So overall your team has to be disciplined and prepped to not play these areas and die these areas. And your rotation, and you can say that, oh, how can I rotate faster from the spawn? Well, that's the Yoru solves that problem for you. And if your enemy team adapting really well, that then you have to change some little things, but as an overall game idea, this is how you should play on defense with this comp. Okay, how do we play attack with this comp? The attack main idea, EG's main idea, is that let's see what's happening on A with Yoru, because Yoru can TP away safely if there's aggression. And imagine like the things like Neon Stun, if people need play Neon or Breach, there's a heavy punish on A. Yoru one of the few characters that can get out of from this, because he won't be, even though he's slowed and stunned, he can just TP back. So the main idea is that the Yoru trying to find out what's happening on A, and if needed, he can TP back and join his team. And you can always use Yoru as kind of bait utility too, because when you're prodding A, so there's a couple things Ethan does. Sometimes he flashes out from this spot on the pillar or this spot and TPs back to here and force opposite team to smoke or try to re-clear and waste their utility while TP is up. So even if they smoke A, he TPs. So for example, let's say your enemy has to smoke this. Now they have no idea what's happening on A, and your TP's back while this smoke lasts like 16-17 seconds. That they either have to push their smoke to clear this, understand, or they have to hold this and wait for the push while your team hitting B in the. So basically, what they're trying to accomplish, they're trying to put you in a stick formation. This attack composition. They try to put you 1-1-1-2. For example, so when they hit come, you force to play retake or die on the side. So all this comp trying to accomplish when we prodding A, or you can prod mid a lot with Yoru too, to try to bait your util so you are weaker on the side and pull rotations, try to destroy this, kill your alarm bots and turrets around these areas. So because if the opposite team prioritizing these areas to hold, you by destroying this util, trying to put them there because you really don't care on attack too. And only time they use B-Link is a late lurk from Jagamo. Okay, I go alone. If they kill me, you go second lurk, okay?
Yeah.
One art. Three back all over here.
Link. I'll break it.
Down.
Sunny save.
Yeah. Have yours.
Hold them there.
Yeah, holding.
Plan util.
One enemy remaining.
Nice!
From coming here, because this area, as we mentioned on our defense, really come to get together and attack because we're small choke point in here. So they try to do what they prod A, prod mid, and try to pull rotations from the whole map. So make them a defensive stick formation, 1-1-2, 1-1-1-2, or 2-1-1-1, whatever. So, and when they site hit comes in, they are strong and overwhelm you in the site and play post plant. So that's the main idea of the attack of this comp. So how do you play against this comp? It's really, really, really important that you take B main space. Because if they're able to walk through just with Ashraf pullback, come to that, you losing a lot of, because you have to bait the Sova drone from this comp. Because if you bait the Sova drone on B, that you can still play the side, but you don't want Sova to drone these areas to put you pressure on mid. So you have to hold that space, because this comp wants you to hold that space while they're gathering on A or B. And on A side, you want a heavy art, prioritize art, because if they hit the side, you want to trap them in the side. You don't want to get splitted on the side and late lurked on. So basically, heavy art control and heavy B control can work a lot. And against Yoru, if you like if Yoru's starting a lot, you should pressure A to force his TP out, and then turn to other cycle. And if you're doing that, your Killjoy has to, or your Sentinel needs to play retake and delay rather than just fight on the side, because you putting so much util on A, making your TP, and your B will be weaker, but you have to communicate with your Sentinel in that sense. So this is the basics of this comp and how it works. And I will put some examples from the EG and my own team to showcase some. I hope you enjoy the video, and see you next time.